Hello there.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fandom Fights. We are here for the finals of the WOAT tournament. Both arms are free on these players, but I'm excited because we got Joe Farrelly, Tyler Burch, two people who at the beginning of this tournament we said easily could be here at the end of it, despite having to go through some teams to get there. I'm looking forward to this. They've already played once this year. This is crazy pants. Nick is here. Nick, your thoughts on the tournament and these two being here at the end of it?
It's been wild. I severely underestimated how strong our top ranked singles players are, because at least 4 to 5 of them like breezed through teams without much of an issue. Like Tyler knocked out a team. Joe actually had probably the best match of round, like was in the best match of round 1 where it was all teams versus singles, like when he played Space Wizards. But since then, it's been a normal tournament for Joe, taking out Javi, taking out Scully again. Tyler having to take out Rue last time might have been his toughest challenge in this whole tournament. It was just the point of this tournament. It was just an experiment, and I think the conclusive evidence, the solution to that experiment is these guys are really freaking good. But outside of WOAT, outside of all of this, Joe versus Tyler, how do I feel about that match? We've already seen it once this year. It was probably the best match of the summer singles tournament. Joe, Tyler, they played in the semifinals, and it was fantastic. I really thought it was anyone's game the whole time, and I do think it's anyone's game today. Higher stakes in the finals. Winner goes on to challenge at the final act. And both have been playing like they can't be beaten, which is impossible because someone's going to lose.
Yeah, someone's got to lose. But I mean, you said a lot, but I agree with pretty much everything you said. It's fun too because at the end of that last match, you know, we knew Joe would be going on to play Brittany. Tyler would have had to go on to play his teammate. But now at the end of this one, you got Robert Kastner on the other side of things. So it is different in that respect too. I'm looking forward to it because I think either of these people against Kastner is a great match too. So I'm super excited. Let's go talk to the players in the promos.
Well, Tyler, I gotta say, I'm really proud of you, despite all the crap and all the unfairness you've had to deal with that Nick and Tim have put you through this year. You made it to the tournament finals, and of course, you're playing Joe. That's not surprising at all. But yeah, how are you feeling? First tournament finals in like 2 years, I think. So yeah, how are you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling good. Yeah, been a couple years, like you said, since us facing each other. So, no, I mean, this tournament has been a blast. I think my favorite part is that as much as they tried to not show my face early on, now it seems like all they can see is my face. So it's been great. Hopefully we can keep that going. I'm looking forward to it. I really like playing against Joe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's play.
Honestly, and this is not to throw shade at any of the teams from WOAT, but I would genuinely rather play any of those teams right now. And that's just how much I respect Tyler and think how strong a player he is, that I would rather play 2 people than Tyler. I agree with Nick and Tim. This is going to be close. We're both former champions. We're both desperate to get that title back. And I think we both believe that we can do it should we get past here. This is the toughest test remaining of the season. Tyler is a hell of a player. I respect him. I admire the way he plays. But I want it.
It's number 1 and number 2. Winner take all. Let's do it.
Do it.
Nick, thoughts on the promos?
Yeah, I think Alex and Joe did a very good job hyping up the match. Stakes are high. And Tyler, you're wrong. Your face has been present in every single match that has aired this year. It's right here.
You didn't host some matches, but
Most of them, like 90%, let's say.
Thoughts on this curl sticking up on my head right now?
All right, Alfalfa.
Round number one.
Round number one is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Once players see the category or the question, they can bet anywhere. Holy shit! Can you tell it's been a while since we recorded a match? You're going to get 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we'll say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answers. Read aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece. Should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number one?
No.
Nope.
Good luck, Tom.
Yeah, good luck.
All right. The first question is going to come in the category of creature features. Early into Jurassic Park, we see lawyer Donald Gennaro visit a mine that is digging for what?
You like to dig?
Like dig or like dig? Like I can dig it.
Digging up
Yeah.
them holes.
5,
Digging.
4,
Oh, digging.
2,
You know.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Tyler
Amber.
and Joe.
Amber.
Amber is correct. 1-1. Your next question is in the category of Star Trek. Which stack? Whoa! Which stack? Can you tell it's been a long time since we recorded that? All right, guys. Which Star Trek character has done the following? Been involved in a prisoner exchange, had a dream within a dream, and given a speech at a wedding. Oh man.
I was worried for a moment.
Oh, oh my God.
Jeez. That was wild.
Are we done yet? So close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
I love this style of question. Picard.
And Tyler.
I also said Picard.
Picard is correct. We also would have accepted Jean-Luc Picard. Nick, what's next?
I'm not
Your next question comes in the category of American Spies. Who directed The Bourne Legacy?
What do you think Anna's legacy is going to be on Fandom Fights?
I'm fan of fights. I don't know. Can't tell if she's about to give up or like become better than Brittany.
One. Let's go to Tyler
I said Tony Gilroy.
and Joe.
Yeah, that's it.
Tony Gilroy is correct. So Tyler takes a 1-point lead. Your next question is in the category of Star Wars. Which Star Wars film features an object called a cloaked binary beacon? Man, stack. That was funny.
Yeah, I
You
got
gotta
it.
know when to laugh at yourself, Nick.
Yeah, I did laugh eventually, but that was after I made sure that your medical condition was stable.
That I wasn't seizing like my dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
quite
that's
frankly, yeah.
yeah. 5, 4. Apparently, it's genetic. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe
The Last Jedi.
and Tyler.
The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi is correct. 4-3. What's next?
Next question comes in the category of the worlds of DC. Name all 3 daughters of Atlas who appear in the film Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
Oh, that's right. It's an unwritten
Just
rule
hosted.
that is written now.
Yeah, an unwritten rule that is written. Yeah.
That has been written down.
It was a good article.
I agree.
Joe wrote that, right?
He sure did.
Nice.
Saved my ass too because I had nothing. I was at work and I was like, "Oh, Joe sent me something sick."
Hands down. Let's go to Tyler.
I said Hespera, Calypso, and Anthea.
Okay, and Joe.
I also said Hespera, Calypso, and Anthea.
That is correct. Both are correct. For a second, I had a panic attack because I thought it was Athea, but you both got it. So 5-4. Your next question is in the category of Law and Order. In Bad Boys, Ride or Die, what kind of animal kills District Attorney Lockwood near the end of the film? Ellie's been sick.
Yeah.
So I was up late dealing with that. I was actually on call with Cody, chatting with him, and then Maggie called me and said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm with Cody." And she said, "Ellie pooped." And then I had to go deal with that. So it was very late. 3,
Great.
2, 1, pens down, and now I'm sleepy. Let's go to Joe.
Alligator.
And Tyler.
Alligator.
Alligator is correct. So 6-5 is the score. What's up next, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of the Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, who is the first wizard character to get petrified by the basilisk?
Oh, man.
Slight spelling issue. Just gonna correct that. There we go.
I saw it. You were good. You did it. I'm proud of you. 5.
You know what else you can be proud of me about?
2.
Look, it's freaking Hogwarts.
Hands down. I didn't know you finished it.
In one day, Tim.
You're amazing. Let's go to Tyler.
It's Mrs. Norris.
And let's go to Joe.
Colin Creevy.
Colin Creevy is correct. So it is 6-6. Yes, Nick?
Yes.
Can I hear the question again? Sorry, just
In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, who was the first wizard character to get petrified by the basilisk?
okay. I see the problem there.
Yes.
Okay. So no perfect rounds, but we are tied up 6-all. Your next question is in the category of Marvel. Who plays Jared Nomak, Patient Zero of the Reaper virus in Blade 2? I came back from reading the question. Tyler was done, and Joe was furiously writing. I'm spooked.
Was he fast writing? Damn.
5,
And
4,
furiously.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Luke Goss.
And Tyler.
I also had Luke Goss.
Luke Goss is correct.
I started writing the one from the next movie in this series.
7-all. Your next question is coming from Nick.
Your next question comes in the category of Disney animation. Which Disney animation film features a segment about 2 feuding families called the Martins and the Coys?
You know anyone named Martin?
No. Do you know anyone named Coy?
No. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Anyone
1.
named Disney?
Pens down. Yes. Let's go to Tyler.
I said Fun and Fancy Free.
And Joe.
It's at Melody Time.
Both incorrect. We're looking for Make Mine Music.
Yep.
Mine Music. All right. Your final question is coming in the category of James Bond. And your question is, in The World Is Not Enough, we see Elektra agree to divert the construction of her pipeline to avoid demolishing what kind of location? Jimmy B.
Are you feeling better?
I'm still tired, but
I'm surprised you didn't say in the winner.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Couldn't remember the religion, so I said place of worship.
Let's go to Tyler.
I said a temple.
I would take both.
I would as well.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So 8-8 then, Nick?
Yeah.
All right. Round number 2. How's it going to work?
Oh.
Round 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you like check down multiple choice, at which point it will only be worth 1. But be on the lookout for stealings available in round number 2. Tim, what's on? Oh, I'll tell you. Never mind. Your categories on the wheel today are James Bond, Wizarding World, MCU, Pixar, Creature Features, YA, American Spies, and Criminal Underworld. Take it away, Tim.
All right, we're all tied up, but Joe is higher ranked, so we're going to bring in his manager first. Joe, would you like to spin first or defer?
The usual, I think. I don't change it, especially this late in the tournament. Spin first, please.
All right.
This is what you are going to have for your first spin, Joe. It lands on YA.
One more go.
Yeah, I discussed with David about this wheel, and this is a fishing wheel because there's a lot of good, but there's some really good.
Yeah, one more go.
Yeah, spin again.
All right. There you go.
You land on Pixar. All right. Nick, will you please go ahead and read Joe his questions in the category of Pixar?
Gladly, Joe. I'll be giving you your questions in the category of Pixar. Are you prepared for them?
I think so.
Your first question. The characters Junior Moon and Louise Nash appear in which Pixar film?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Incredibles 2, B, Cars 3, C, Soul, or D, Turning Red?
Five.
Soul.
That is incorrect. Tyler, chance for the 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Incredibles 2, B, Cars 3, C, Soul, or D, Turning Red.
Cars 3.
That is correct for the 1-point steal. Joe, your second question. Who voices Zurg in Toy Story 2?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Peter Sohn, B, Bob Peterson, C, Joe Ranft, or D, Andrew Stanton?
B.
Sorry, one more time, Joe.
B, as in Bravo.
B is incorrect. Tyler, chance for the 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Peter Sohn, B, Bob Peterson, C, Joe Ranft, or D, Andrew Stanton.
C.
C is also incorrect. We're looking for D, Andrew Stanton.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Joe, your third question. What was the name of Linguini's late mother in Ratatouille?
I choose not to reveal this one. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Renata, B, Amelie, C, Sophie, or D, Claudette?
A.
A is correct for 1 point. All right, Joe, your penultimate question. In Finding Dory, Dory is revealed to be what specific type of fish?
Blue tang.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, Joe, your final question. What is Izzy's biggest fear in Lightyear?
Space.
That is correct for 2 more points.
All right, so I have Joe getting his total up to 13, but with the steal, Tyler's at 9.
That's what I have, Tim.
Okay, so I'll bring back in the wheel and Miss Tapley. This will be the spin for Mr. Burch. You land on Criminal Underworld.
I mean, this is a pretty good wheel for you, and this is a newer category. So, do you want to just take the chance and spin again?
Yeah, I figure we'll give it another try.
Okay, cool.
Happens.
All right. This is what you're going to be stuck with, Tyler.
Nope.
Well, it's not.
I like it.
Sorry, I moved off the wheel. All right, okay, and here we go.
and YA.
All right, that's good.
All right.
Take your time.
All right, Tyler, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of YA. Are you ready?
Yes.
Your first question. Which YA film features a girl accidentally drinking a bottle of poison?
Oh, The Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Sorry, Nick, what is the name of that? Can you read
Cam
it, Nick?
Gigandit.
Okay, Cam Gigantant plays which vampire in the Twilight Saga?
James.
That is correct. For 2 points. If you knew the answer, you could have just helped me out. Anyway, your next question. Caleb and Peter are assigned to what team when they reach the Bureau in Allegiant?
Surveillance.
That is correct for 2 points. And the lead. Your penultimate question. What is Ava Page's job title within the World Catastrophe Killzone Department revealed in The Maze Runner?
Just in case I'm going to go multiple.
All right, your options are A, Director of Operations, B, Secretary of Research, C, Head Analyst, or D, Regional Science Manager.
A.
A is correct for 1 point.
I knew director, but I was like, there's no way I'm going to get the rest.
All right, your final question, Tyler. Who comes up with the idea to cause avalanches and force the people inside the weapons facility of District 2 out in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2?
Gil?
That is correct for 2 more points and the clean sweep of YA. So, Nick, I have Tyler getting his total up to 18. Joe still at 13. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, let's get into round number 3. How's it going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we've reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3?
Nope.
Go, Tim.
All right, the first category you can bet points on is Marvel. Let's get bets starting with Joe.
2.
And Tyler.
2.
Okay, your question in the category of Marvel. What is the name of the alien race that Griff belongs to in Men in Black 3?
We just watched these all in one day.
Nice. Wait, international too?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right, good. Then nice.
3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is the first repeat for Joe. Your question again. What is the name of the alien race that Griff belongs to in Men in Black 3?
Do you want to see my Lego Hogwarts again?
Yes, please.
The answer is never no.
I want so many more Legos now.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is the second repeat for Joe. What is the name of the alien race that Griff belongs to in Men in Black 3?
Under the castle, look, it's the Chamber of Secrets.
That is so cool. Oh my god. Was there a Whomping Willow? Nice. 5, 4, 3.
And the car. Sweet.
I literally started and I couldn't.
Let's go to Joe
I'd see us. It's wrong.
and Tyler.
I said Arcanins.
And your winner, Tyler Burch. Arkanen is correct. Nick, wow, hell of a match. That was crazy.
Yeah. Joe's been having an insane year. I would say probably his second best year ever, only to be topped by a year where he was the champion the entirety of the year.
Yeah.
But Tyler has been hungry. He has absolutely battled, like, for a long time. For a very long time, it was Joe and Brittany and then everybody else. And, you know, Abel broke through that ceiling, and then Tyler became the champion. But even after all of that, it still felt like it was Joe and Brittany and everybody else. And I feel like Tyler is absolutely up there, especially in my mind. I feel like other people have climbed up there too, but this match definitely proved that Tyler is among the greatest playing currently and probably of all time. So he's doing absolutely fantastic. I think he earned this win today. I don't think there's much Joe could have done differently. Maybe he spun a category that he's obviously good at because he's good at all 20 of them. But maybe it's one he hasn't brushed up on recently, and that can be the difference maker in a situation like this. But yeah, overall, crazy stuff.
And, you know, we had that match earlier in the tournament where Tyler was just one question away from a perfect game. Today he was 2 off in that round 1. Like, it just insane stuff. So great job to Tyler and great job to Joe. But let's go talk to the players right now in the post-match interviews.
Joe Farrelly, you knew coming into this that this was not going to be a cakewalk. Anytime you go up against Tyler, it's going to be difficult, especially since I think he's found the confidence that you and Brittany have. I think that's what was missing. Even when after Tyler became the champion, actually, I think that's probably where he found it, where he found the confidence that you and Brittany have. It was when he became the champion. We just haven't seen him in a while since he lost the belt until he came into the summer tournament. But the last match you two had showed that you're on an even playing field. If anything, I think you are the standard setter. You are the person who sets the standard of, like, you want to be the greatest. You need to get to my level, or you don't even have a shot at that. I think Tyler has reached that level, but there's something. It's interesting because a lot of the focus will be on Tyler reaching that level, and a lot of the times you get forgotten as the person who's already at that level, and people are trying to get to that level. All is to say, Joe, you've had one of the greatest years you've ever had, anyone's ever had. It just didn't end where you wanted it to end. But I think there are still good things to be taken. I think Tyler's fantastic. The fact that you've beaten him already says quite a bit. But at the end of the day, the questions in this match just fell more towards him. Thoughts? Wheel spin went better for him, but it's going to be a coin toss no matter any time you guys play, which, by the way, there better be a third one. But go on.
Yeah. It was the plan coming into this. Alex has already sort of messaged me, sort of saying that it was on him for advising me to spin again. It was always the plan. The wheel was something that I felt fine with in total, and I thought might as well spin for the 3 that I'm really confident in, no matter what. And unfortunately, I would have only multipled the same exact question that Tyler multipled in that YA round. Would have got the same amount of points seeded, which would have changed the game. That's not. I came into this whole thing years ago being with core geekers shored up. So to miss on a Marvel question, and that's what does it, is it's not good. I'm not at the level I should be. I haven't been for a while. That's despite how I've done. I don't feel like I've been at the level that I should be. I'm missing questions I don't think I should be missing. Yeah, Tyler played really well. There's no question about that. You know, missing 2, multipling 1 in a number 1 in a contenders. It's fantastic. I'm not at the level I should be, and I don't think I have been for a while. And I wanted to come into this. I wanted to get that second title so that I could do what David has done and go and relax playing. And I don't know if going into next year I want to be putting as much effort as I have been in. That could change because I do really want that second title, just to put that little cherry on top of everything that's happened. Yeah, this is hurting a little bit, if I'm honest.
Absolutely. Alex, thoughts on Joe's performance today?
I think the thing that's holding Joe back is the manager. It's I mean, from a me perspective, I would say that, like, I think you're right to say that Joe is the gold standard of fandom players, that that even with one arm tied behind his back, he was able to clear the tournament, get to the contenders match, and fall to an absolutely fantastic player. Like, Tyler is fantastic. Everyone knows that. But to get to the contenders match, to have this fantastic, phenomenal year that almost no one else could have ever possibly done, and still at the end of it be like, I have not played as well as I should. I think that shows as much of Joe's character as anything else, as anything else that we could have done in the previous 30 minutes. So if he does want me to continue managing him, I'm here. I will always ride or die for Joe. And if he wants to chill out, I think that's perfectly fine too. Well done to Tyler, and of course, well done to Joe.
One thing I'll say, Joe, I heard you sneak in a "was" in there. I disagree. You are absolutely still the gold standard by any means. And if anything, even if next year you decide to, like, take it back, chill the way David did this year, David did that, and then he challenged for the singles title. So you relaxed still scares the shit out of pretty much everybody. But Joe, regardless, even if this tournament didn't go your way, you still have won a tournament this year. That's something you never did. You still won last one standing this year and set a new record. That was something you had never done. I think this year for you is an overall success. And if you want to keep trying for those things you've never done next year, there's not another person that I think is more capable of doing that than you. So, Joe, even if today didn't go your way, you're still one of the greatest of all time by far. So congratulations on a second great tournament performance this year, and we will see you in the new year. Tyler Burch, probably riding pretty high right now. I mean it when I say Joe is the gold standard, because Brittany became Brittany when she finally beat Joe. Yeah. Joe is the person you have to beat to be, like, in the running of greatest all time, because if you don't, then it's Joe. Having this match today in the stakes that it was, the tournament final where you both had to beat teams to get here, and then beat some incredible singles players as well, has got to feel very, very good. And now that you're going on to challenge for your second title. So I guess last act, like you said, I earned this, but whatever, I'm gonna come back and do it again anyway. The revenge has been in your eyes this whole season, if we want to keep playing up this hard. But it's clearly paid off for you, because I think even if Joe was a little bit more on today, there's still a chance you beat him, because missing that one question in round 3, even if Joe gets a different wheel spin, I'm saying, like, there's still a chance you are the winner at the end of all this. Tyler, fantastic match, fantastic tournament performance. Thoughts on today?
I mean, honestly, like, I feel great right now. Like, I was, you and Tim were talking, like, in the background, I would just, be bopping around, because I was just that ecstatic about this happening. It's like, this is what I really wanted from this tournament. I mean, I wanted to have fun playing against some teams. I wanted to face some people I never played against. I got to do all of that until I got to Joe. But I also knew that I really wanted, because the one thing about the Summer Series tournament that, like, bummed me out was just, like, we were in the semifinal, but it felt like it should have been the final. So to get to have that in this tournament was just, like, the perfect way to end it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just really happy about how well I've been playing. I mean, I've just been trying different things, and I think it's been working out, which has been really helpful. So Brittany's been able to help me kind of give different strategies than the ones I've been using the past, like, 3 years, now that we are at the point that we are.
Yes.
So I'm really excited about finishing this tournament. Excited to go play Robert. Joe played. I mean, he played fantastic. We tied in round 1. Round 2, like, those Pixar questions, those were no joke. Like, it's always a coin toss with Pixar on how it's going to go, just because they're so short, but they could have so many things and so many details. So I don't think he should hang his head on it. I think he played a hell of a match. YA, I mean, that felt really good. YA is something that, is pretty deep. So being able to pull most of that stuff, and knowing Ava Page was a director, at least, was hopeful. So that got me to where I needed to be for that one. And then like for like round 3, like I don't know why, but I haven't seen Men in Black 3 in years. But as soon as you said like it was Griffin, I was just like, oh dude, yeah, okay, here we go. Like just to be able to hit
You
it.
wrote it
like,
down like you watched it yesterday.
no. It's been probably like 3 years since I've seen it. Maybe since I first started prepping for trivia.
Wild.
So,
Wow.
Well, that's crazy. But Brittany, Tyler is moving on to challenge Robert for the title. First of all, you've won a tournament before as well. Thoughts on Tyler's whole tournament performance? He had to knock out a team and beat a former singles and teams champion, and had to beat Rue, a former teams champion. Like this was a very difficult tournament for him, and he kind of made it look easy. Thoughts about that, first and foremost?
Yeah, I think your tournament win is more impressive than mine, solely because not only because you had to play teams, but you and I played each other when we were first starting out, and you're playing like Joe at his prime. Like, despite what he says, he's still at his prime. But no, I think it's definitely more impressive and just how easy you made it look. Like, yeah, I thought you had just seen it the other day too. I was like, whoa, he's right on that. But no, you knew it, and just to see like the confidence in you, like come up in this tournament, I'm so proud of you. And yeah, I think it's definitely more impressive than what I did a couple of years ago. Like that was nothing.
That was not what my insinuation was, but Tyler, you are moving on to the final act, challenging for the singles title. Second year in a row, you'll be at the final act, only you'll be challenging for the belt, whereas last year you were holding the belt. You're going up in what I think is a very interesting rematch. Robert Kastner has become the champion, a well-deserved champion, like earned it, every bit of it. You guys have played one other time before, and it was when you upset him as the number 8 seed in a tournament when he was the number 1 seed. And if I know Robert, he's not forgotten that. So I have to imagine that since he won the title, he has been prepping for the possible outcome that he will be playing you in a rematch. It's not going to be easy, but what are your thoughts playing Robert?
I'm really excited to play against Robert again. I mean, yeah, that tournament that tournament match that we played, it was a blast getting to play against him. Robert's a good friend of mine. I noticed that he was always checking in on me during the tournament, and I know it wasn't because he was just like trying to see my welfare. He was like, "Well, how's this going?" So I'm really excited that I get to play him for the title. I mean, it feels like such a change than it did last year. Like it's weird because last year I was a champion, but this year I feel like I deserve it more than I did last year. Not like because like Apple played poorly and so I was able to get an easy win or anything like that, but just like prepping and just like the feeling I've had about playing in trivia, like it just feels like this, like I finally beat a wall I never thought I would beat in Joe. Like Joe and Brittany are always the ones that I was always like, I need to get through these people, but how am I going to do that? Like I finally got through that wall, and now it's like I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going until I get that belt and I get to play against Robert for it. And I think it'll be a fun match, but I'm honestly like I have a lot of experience in this arena, in teams mostly, but also in singles. So I think it's going to be a slugfest. I think we're going to have a hell of a match.
Oh yeah.
Sweet deal. Well, I can't wait for it. Book it now. Robert versus Tyler 2 for the title at Final Act. It's going to be insane. If you play like you did today, I would be scared. But Tyler, congratulations on the win. And we'll see you at the Final Act.
All right. Well, that was a great, fantastic contender match. Thank you to Joe and Alex. Thank you to Tyler and Brittany. Thank you to Nick for writing. We will see you at the Final Act, I believe. Is that what's next, Nick? Or do we have other stuff? Is that next?
There's a thing tomorrow.
Oh, tell me about it.
So Tyler just won WOAT. That means a singles player won the with one arm tied tournament, which means we have no team contender, except we do, because the current champion Robert Kastner also was the MVP of Last One Standing at the beginning of this year, which means he doesn't need it for singles. He's already got the singles belt. But his team, Rule of Two, will be challenging an unknown competitor tomorrow. Check it out. It's going to be exciting.
Awesome. Well, we'll look forward to that, and then we'll see you at the Final Act next week. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.